Om Shanti. Enthusiasm is important quality in the life. There should be constant feelings of enthusiasm. To serve others, always create elevated actions. Accumulate in the incognito way the treasure store of elevated actions. Soul, sanskars are like recording. Everything is recorded within the soul. And also our chart and the record is with Baba also. This way I can increase inner stability, inner power. Yes, it is important to create a balance. Whether it is personal discipline or my timetable, or also the place or service place should have timetable. Mind and body start making excuses if there is no timetable, no discipline. To be consistent, where my power keep increasing. We need to have a proper timetable. Then the achievements are constantly attained and soul's enthusiasm keep increasing. There is more and more success. So I look at my enthusiasm, make myself full with enthusiasm, and continue to do service. Om Shanti.
युग में प्यारे बाबा संगम युग में प्यारे बाबा हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला मिला हमें आपसे बेहद प्यार मिला
जमा मैं तो हिसाब अच्छा रखती हूँ कि कदम में कदम जमा हो गया और कमाने का भी तो हिसाब रखो। तो संस्कार न चाहते हुए फिर खींचते। जो भी बात बार बार होगी ना नहीं सोचो, करके देखो। कहते हो कि बीती को बिंदी लगाओ, कहते हो, हाँ, एक दो को ज्ञान देते हो ये, तो बिंदी लगाना इसके लिए चाहिए कौन सी शक्ति? परिवर्तन परिवर्तन शक्ति वाला सदैव निर्मल और निर्माण रहता। जैसे पहले भी बाप दादा ने सुना है कि मोल्ड होने वाला ही रियल गोल्ड, रियल गोल्ड की निशानी है कि वो मोल्ड हो जाए। तो चेक करो कि परिवर्तन शक्ति समय पर काम आती है या समय बीतने के बाद सोचते ही रहते हैं क्या बनाना है। परिवर्तन शक्ति, जिसमें परिवर्तन शक्ति है वो सबका प्यारा बनता है। अच्छा,
Om Shanti. Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude, enthusiasm for service. According to the present time, let your daily timetable and the timetable of the service centers be that of an attitude of unlimited disinterest. At present, the routine of rest has been mixed in. This carelessness becomes the reason for minor physical illnesses. Enthusiasm for service disappears any illness. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our Vikti Parivar. Today is day 13. Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Today's topic, enthusiasm for service. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Well, okay. Yeah. Baba is sustaining us. There's so much love and power that keeps us well, right? In all different ways. Spiritually, we are well. Physically, we are well. Relationship, we are well. In success, we are well, right? All in everything, we are well. So, Baba is talking about power of transformation. That when it is real gold, it's easy to mold. And Baba says if we do anything again and again, then they become strong sanskars. And Baba is also saying that as much you are accumulating your income, you should also look at the loss. If you are losing, that means we are thinking elevated, but also sometimes ordinary. So that becomes loss. And Baba says it so beautifully that if you have power of transformation, then two qualities, two powers increases. You are very, very cool and you are very humble. Mm. With transformation, you are very cool and you are very, very humble. And then Baba had said, actually, transformation is just of one word, and that is I. I of body consciousness changes into I of soul consciousness. And if we use that transformation of I, then other transformation will become very, very easy. Now Baba is awake the signal is very, very coming to the practical, bringing us back into active field of action, field of service, to get new ideas, to think of new initiatives. All that happens when there is enthusiasm. Because in enthusiasm, our love for Baba, our connection with Baba increases. And when there is love, you think of souls and serving. When I came from India, I thought, oh, we should be unlimited. Not only unlimited, but more visible. Because of COVID, we change our timetable maybe. But what Baba is saying, timetable remains set at the center for yourself. Because if you do not set it, then gradually you become careless. Just imagine whether I wake up for Amrit Vela or not. No, I have to wake up, right? I have seen daddies, even their bodies are so weak, but never will they miss Amrit Vela. Baba's daughter Nimal Shanta used to stay very close to my room. 3:30, her light is on. Not only that, but she makes herself so presentable to Baba. Proper hair, proper, And I was used to be amazed that she not just wake up and sit, but sit properly. Going to Baba. Baba is coming to me. So that enthusiasm has to be there. Because it's so interesting, Baba is saying, if there is lack of enthusiasm, then you don't keep your timetable properly. And when you don't do that, uh, then what happens after some time? You just become very careless. And your body and the mind start giving excuses of sickness. So interesting. No body giving signal. Oh, today I don't think I can get up because body is hurting so much. Yesterday I did so much. Body is very tired. So we forget that Amrit Vela will give us power, no? Baba will massage us. Baba will give us strength. Mm. But 3:30 in the morning, mm, as we play a beautiful song of Baba, wake up, bridegrooms, wake up. Mm. Same we do at 9:30 night time, play one song, we go to sleep, latest by 10 o'clock. Right? So maintaining the timetable will keep us progressing. It was different uh, in the beginning. Then COVID came, right? We didn't travel much. We didn't do public programs. We didn't had people coming all the time. I think this must be after a long time, as tomorrow is Mother's Day, that we are inviting a lot of people. Mm. We expecting here 300 of them because people want to come, right? But then we used to have 400, 500. Mm. We did cooking and everything. And tomorrow also, like since few days, planning is happening and preparing. So, but when there is enthusiasm, right, then your body also works, right? Really, it's not body, it's the soul which is making body work to do some things. So what Baba is saying that increase your enthusiasm, maintain your enthusiasm, don't let it down. And secondly, if you want really it to increase, then have timetable. Don't lose your timetable. And Baba has created timetable for us so beautifully. Wake up in time, but then uh, yoga, then morning class, then everyone has either going to work or take care of their routine activities, karma yoga, then traffic control every hour, then lunchtime, dinner time. Like Baba has really prepared a beautiful life for us. And if we keep following it, Baba says you will remain happy and healthy. Mm. Because when you miss something, like in the morning, if you miss Amrit Vela, then what happens? Whole day, like something is missing in whole day, you feel it. And if you have done Amrit Vela, even if your body is tired or sometimes not feeling well, but love for Baba, blessings from parents, talking to Sadguru, talking to our teacher, all that will give us happiness, give us joy, give us power, right? So missing something is like losing something. Mm. So I think it's a very good. I think we had been doing it. Majority of us have kept our timetable. Even in-person service hasn't happened, mm, but we have kept our timetable at the centers. So when we are reopening kind of things, like we are opening it again, that same energy is coming back. Whether it is doing karma yoga, maintaining Baba's yagya, doing things for Baba's yagya. mm, Everyone is cooperating very well. Whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, whether uh, preparing blessings, toli, whatever it is. So I think that that's our homework, and Baba wants us to continue with that because lot have to be served yet, right? And then also maybe we couldn't serve them. They don't take knowledge or but at least through our attitude. People who are very restless, people who have anger, people who always have negative attitude, through our attitude, we should keep serving them. We have good wishes for you. We have pure feelings for you. If you think this one is like that, if you keep thinking that way, but we know this one is like that, but what I am supposed to do? I don't become like that person, right? Sometimes that happens, but I have to remain calm. We have to have good wishes. Because if someone is, even in Lokic world, sometimes people are ignorant about what we are doing. I remember when we are few hundred, people come and leave. Most of the neighbors said, we don't hear any sound. We have told people not to blow horn because some are sleeping on Sunday morning. So they come quietly, and quietly you go, don't stand on the road and start talking loudly. Certain things we have to maintain and serve them, serve with love, have good wishes, even if people, because they don't know what your service is, they could have objection, but doesn't matter. We have to maintain good wishes and continue to have enthusiasm. Baba takes care of everything. Om Shanti.
Welcome to Awake the Journey, Awake the Parivar Chit Chat, conversations that open the heart and elevate the mind. So we welcome our dear angel brother, Eric. Welcome.
Om Shanti, each and every one, greetings of love. And yes, special feelings for Mohini Didi. You know, when I'm listening to you tonight, I was feeling I was coming into a very beautiful, special restaurant, more than 5 stars, probably even 8 stars restaurant with the master chef. And listening to you, Mohini Didi, I was wondering, how do you do to come up every day with so much fresh food? And, you know, I mentioned a few times that I've always been touched, and I will never forget the day you cooked for me physically. It was, you know, the meal I would never forget. But I feel that, you know, in a way, maybe you're not cooking anymore in the kitchen, but in your own way, I think you're cooking all day something so special. And in the evening, you serve us this kind of 5-course dinner, you know, very royal. So I'm really feeling that when being fed, usually there is a toli at the end, so maybe that will come back again on Saturday. But I really admire how, you know, you bring so much new thoughts. You know, we think that Gyan is, in a way, everything has been told, but there's always a new way to understand it. And last time we talked, you know, I was mentioning how when we have good wishes for others and we want to maintain that feeling for others, we use powerful thoughts, pure thoughts, elevated thoughts, and positive thoughts. And I was wondering if you see a difference between these thoughts. And when Baba mentions use the power of pure thoughts with silence to transform, you know, your sanskars, do you see that there's a distinction between pure thoughts, elevated thoughts, powerful thoughts, positive thoughts?
So, do you really feel that you get a new dish every evening?
Yes, definitely. Every time I listen to you, I feel I'm sitting at the table and I'm very, you know, waiting for what is going to be served today. And every time you know, it's I think with Sister Judy Rogers, who we had a conversation about you one day, and we were just amazed and thinking sometimes yes, we wish he would be more with us physically or traveling more. And then the thought was, yeah, but she's quietly preparing something special in the morning, and we get to be served that every day. And when I listen to your thoughts in the evening, I always feel how, for me, it takes me many days of journey to come to even 5 minutes of what you're sharing. But you go one point after another, and they all feel to me very fresh, very nicely cooked. Spices is perfect. I think it fits every diet. Anyone with special diet can take whatever you serve, and they won't be disturbed. They will be fine. So congratulations. I saw you tonight as master chef. Like in France, a chef in a restaurant earns a lot of money. They are they're big stars. They are really, they select them for big hotels, and the hotel's reputation will be based on the chef. And they say, here, this is the chef here. So you are the Avyekti Parivar chef, and we're very fortunate. Everybody should enjoy and feel every night we're getting the best meal anyone can get, and 5-star, 8-star hotel.
Thank you. Good wishes are like, good wishes. Everything should go well with you. Everything will be okay with you, right? But pure feelings are more deeper, very spiritual feelings, that benevolent feeling more. It has compassion, it has mercy. But, pure feelings are like, it's not even expectation. Let's say if I have good wishes and person doesn't change, or there is no response. But who should give up? A good person or one who is not receiving? So sometimes we give up and we say, no, I don't think this will work, right? But when there are pure wishes, there's not even thought of giving up. There is like very natural. See, if we bring Baba in front of us, like Shiv Baba first, even we say we have to follow Brahma Baba, but Brahma Baba is following Shiv Baba, isn't it?
Mm.
So Shiv Baba, he is purifier, right? He is ocean of love. Whatever are his qualities, he constantly gives, whether we change or not, whether we take or not. So purity has that power, Purity has such a power that you will be very consistent. And there is such a pure love, in that purity. What I find is a lot of very subtle love for each soul, and whatever that soul does or whatever part that soul plays, but there is that pure love as a soul. And we know that we all have to travel together. We all have to go to Baba together. We have to serve together. So that companionship, that friendship, that togetherness, so definitely they are higher. And we are talking of here not wishes, but feelings. Like sometimes we say that I have forgiven someone, but my feelings haven't changed for that person. I still have somewhere that this person hurt me or did something to me. But when there is purity, it's clean. There is nothing from the past in that. And everything just eternal and very, very clean. So pure good wishes and pure feelings. And if we have both, we start with good wishes and then we have pure feelings. Pure feelings can work definitely much more. There are some kind of vibrations from pure feelings which help the soul's lot, help them to forget the past, to erase the past, to be healed properly.
It seems sometimes that it's easier to have good wishes and pure feelings for others than it is almost to have them for the self, isn't it? Or I
No.
find that sometimes, I was, listening to when Baba said in him earlier, so that sanskaras become so strong that it's difficult to erase them or to transform them. And he was telling us last Sunday we're a little bit, missing on the power of transformation. And when I think of how I try to apply pure thoughts and silence and power of silence to change my sanskaras, I see that some sanskaras are so deep that, what kind of pure thoughts I need to create. And when that sanskar is felt, when I feel that sanskar, it doesn't allow me to have a pure thought. I was saying last week, if somebody feels a little bit annoyed or angry or impatient, at that time, it's very difficult to have a pure thought, isn't it? Because we're in a bad mood.
Yeah, for the self. But then it finishes, no? There is tension, it changes. And when it changes, then again that emerges the pure feelings for the self. But then it shouldn't happen all the time in the sense of I lose it, then I have to do it. So because if we remember that purity has power and it will get everything done, it will bring all the support which is needed, it will bring all the resources which is needed. If we believe that way, then so what I'm saying, it does happen, sanskar emerges, but then it could be short time or even long time. When it finishes, then the need is I need this, I realize it. But I find also that if someone makes sanskar emerges very often and does, we should also not take it seriously because then other soul can be disappointed. There are some people they are not able to change or they are not able to make efforts. So then they disappointed, oh, I don't think I can do it. So I will not do it. So we also have to make sure that person maintains the hope and again says, okay, I will try it again. Okay, I will keep attention again. So gradually it could reduce, whether it's tension, whether it is impatience or whatever it is. And then the qualities will emerge, Like Baba is saying, are you in yoga or are you on a battlefield? That means then suddenly there is some conflict keep going on. So appreciating everyone's role, whatever they are doing, right? We maintain pure feelings for that soul. At least that much they are doing, taking care of yagya or taking care of whatever it is. And so I can maintain silence and power of purity, pure feelings to help because we all are serving yagya, right? And everyone serves in a different way. So if I have, like in the evening, I have to be in the program. So I have to be a little bit introvert and in silence and some practice. Otherwise, I'm also in whatever is happening, then I can't do that, So pure feelings to maintain are very important. For
I'm right. You're preparing your cooking before.
I have to
Yes.
put everything together so that at the right time we can make
That's good.
whatever is needed. Yeah.
You
But
mentioned, of course,
as
yes, sorry, go ahead.
that pure feelings for the self sometimes could be difficult. That's why we have to see that the lamp of hope remain ignited in everyone so they can make it finally.
Right. And you mentioned, that purity can do everything. And we have been receiving so many Murlis on purity. I think we all came because we loved purity and we were attracted by purity. But along the way, do you think that maybe sometimes we are missing the yearning, the deep, deep desire to become pure? Is it something that you feel sometimes we forget, and we forget that that's what we came for, to become pure? And I'm wondering sometimes if we're missing that deep attraction to purity, because we get mixed up with service, with other things, and sometimes because otherwise we would use more purity to change our own sanskars.
No, I think that since this new homework of purity of attitude or unlimited distaste, I think that has kind of drawn our attention that it's not only purity is in actions or in words or celibacy, but purity is something because I am a pure soul, right? I am a peaceful soul. I am a pure soul. So when I am a pure soul, when I say, then I have to look at attitude, my thoughts, my reasoning, very subtle aspects of the soul. And when we do that, I think we sink in ourselves that power, but also, as Baba said yesterday, give the gift to everyone, and that is smile from your heart. And you can only smile from heart if you have, Baba again talks about good wishes. Your intellect and your attitude is full with good wishes, then your heart will be happy. So I think we are seeing the different higher dimension of purity, and that helps us a lot to again see power of purity is important. Right?
So we are mentioning a lot of good wishes, pure feelings, but when Baba mentions about having unlimited disinterest, and sometimes he even tell us, this whole world it's hell, this is really Kali Yuga. How do you keep that vision of unlimited disinterest and at the same time maintaining a very positive, good wishes, love for everyone, interest for everyone, good wishes for nature? So in a way, there's unlimited disinterest, but there's a lot of caring. I mean, we spend time for Betties whenever there's a fire or if there is a catastrophe, we sit in yoga. So how do you keep that balance between the two?
Yeah, that's why I always explain about Brahma Baba, that on one side he has completely disinterest. Actually, Baba will be explaining when you read Murli, tomorrow's Murli is about unlimited creating the atmosphere of unlimited disinterest. What Baba is saying that these days, one is having interest and enthusiasm, other is very subtly I and mine. This is mine. I have done this. I have good intellect. I have this specialty. So Baba is saying to disinterest from there. Just think I am Baba's instrument. And if you really think you are an instrument, then Baba is saying you will be very cool and you will be very humble. And it's very, very interesting way Baba is talking about that. So Brahma Baba maintained interest in everything. I mentioned in the birds, in the flowers, in the fruits, of course, in the living flowers like all Baba's children. And if you do not maintain that interest, you will not be able to have love. You will not be able to give, right, or have good wishes that you say. So, because the world is in transition, right? Old is ending, but what is emerging from old is new, right? And new is beautiful. So, appreciating beauty, appreciating truth, appreciating good qualities is what is happening in us more and more. And that's because of not only purity. So, on one side, there is disinterest, other side, creating something with lot of interest. Like
In
you
your,
are
mm,
interested in creating golden age, right?
in
All
your
good.
case, you never had to create disinterest, and you didn't have to work hard yourself to feel disinterest for the old world. Did you, or was it something that you never felt very, very pulled to? I
No,
cannot imagine you having that deep desire to wear makeup and go dancing. It must be different.
no, those are little things, but even in a subtle way. Like I never thought, have very subtle desires that I should become famous or people should respect me a lot, or I should get a status or position. But what I felt happy is that Baba makes me instrument for service. And even starting a Vyakti Parivar and something to become instrument. So I like this word nimit. I am just, it's Baba who's making it happen. And that is the sanskar, I think, since I came to Baba. Let Baba give me the task, not what I want, not what I create. Of course, there are a lot of ideas, especially when I was lost in a service team. So a lot of good ideas will come up. And kind of everyone looked at, I will come up with something big. But now is what I find is I'm very happy because if we have accumulated power of purity, love for Baba, elevated actions, God will use you more now. So what should I do? Try to be a good instrument than thinking what I have to do. Because you have to prepare yourself and God will use you. That's why He prepared, right? So then the nimit bhav comes, the feelings of just being instrument, and just do it. It's a very, very beautiful feelings. And I don't need to have anything else, just let God use me as an instrument.
So what if someone has a subtle feeling of taking a little holiday from being nimit and say to Baba, I know this pull sometime, it's summer now, some may have pull for other things, the world. And so what if there is some attraction to the old world and that suddenly that disinterest is not there anymore and there's a pull?
No, I think they're doing out of desperation, like somewhere they haven't been able to achieve what they want in their spiritual life. So they want to go back and say, okay, that pull is there. But that never ends in a good way. What I'm saying, even if they go back, but they have to turn around and they again want to be, because anyone who has found truth, anyone who has found what is real joy, if people have found silence, so what I'm saying that there could be certain desires not fulfilled, so they go back, but then they turn around and come. I've seen that most of the people, those who go on holiday, they come back, right? Most
Yeah.
of.
Thank you. You see, that is a delicious meal. I feel very, well served, quantity, spices, everything was perfect. So just missing the little toli. There will be special toli tomorrow, I'm sure, for Mother's Day, but there must have been a special one. Yes. I think we feel happy.
Very nice troli. And it's as soon as you put in the mouth, it melts. Very, very special.
Can try.
Yeah. If we have still, when you all come to this village, we serve that. But it's very special. Okay.
What's the name? How does it call?
What is called? Som Papadi. Som Papadi.
Okay, now the meal is complete. So thank you, Om Shanti, and good night, Mohini Didi, and happy Mother's Day in advance. I'll be with you tomorrow morning. We'll be watching. Many centers will be online. Montreal will be online. We'll be listening to the Murli with Genti Didi, and then Bog offering with you. So happy Mother's Day to you in advance for tomorrow, and to all the mothers. Wonderful, loving Mother's Day for each and every one. May our mouth be sweetened by this special toli all night until tomorrow morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. Yes, there is so much excitement actually here. Jayanti Didi just arrived half an hour before, and we welcomed her. And of course, she was seeing Vyakti Parivar. and we are preparing for tomorrow and would like to go through tomorrow's schedule. So Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Sakar Hindi Murli. Then we'll follow with meditation, and then from 7:45 to 9:15 we will have Avyak the English Murli with Jayanti Didi, and translation will be available. As many languages will possible, we'll make it available, and it will be a wonderful opportunity to hear Murli by Jayanti Didi. And please be with us in Avyakti Parivar Zoom. Then Mohini Didi will come and join, and they both Didis will be there for bowl offering. We will have bowl message, and then Mother's Day special celebration, and then Jayanti Didi's birthday. It's after 2 days, but we will take this opportunity to celebrate together. So that's the program for tomorrow morning, and then evening, of course, is Mother's Day. So with Avyakti Parivar, we will have meditation. Then we will have a special bhog offering for Mother's Day special. So many of you have sent your request for offering of bhog. So we did have received them. And then we'll have our book message again in the evening, English series, and also Mother's Day special. So we'll celebrate together, and I'm sure you will have something for Mother's Day. Maybe you can create something for Baba, some cards, something, some nice writing, or maybe blessing, or anything you can create for Mother's Day special. And then I think Didi was reminding me that it's been so long we didn't have angelic dance. So maybe tomorrow we can do that in the evening all together and celebrate. Thank you very much. And thank you, Eric Bhai, also for such a wonderful chit chat. It was always we look forward. So now let's do our Avik Murli. Welcome to Avik Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 30th of July 1970. A Maharathi means greatness. Is today the end of the bhakti, of the surrender ceremony of the Pandavas? Or is it just the beginning? It is the beginning of coming close. What special improvement has there been? And what special thought have you had for that? Has your transformation started? Or is it yet to start? Have you just had the thought? Or did you fill yourself with that sanskar at the beginning of the bhakti? Each one gave his own idea. This is the paper for the bhakti of the Pandava army. The entire paper is taken through this one question. At the present time, it is essential for your thoughts and actions to take place simultaneously. You have a thought one moment, and it should be put into practical action the next moment. There shouldn't be a great difference between your thoughts and your actions. The meaning of Maharathi is greatness. So you should not just have greatness in your thoughts, but there should be greatness in everything. This is the sign of Maharatis. It does not take long to think about putting your thoughts into a practical form because the thoughts of the Maharatis are such that they are possible in a practical way. They do not need to think, should we do this or not? How can we do it? What will happen? Their thoughts will be created in such a way that as soon as they are created, they happen practically. You can recognize your own stage through this. The final stage is that of attaining success in yoga and attaining success in actions. What is the main power you have to imbibe for this so that everything becomes successful? What power is needed so that your thoughts, words, and deeds are all successful? You need all the powers that you just spoke about anyway, but first of all, there especially has to be controlling power. If you do not have controlling power, something wasteful becomes mixed in that, and so you do not attain success. If the creation of thoughts is accurate, and the words you speak are accurate, and your actions are accurate, it is impossible for you not to attain success. However, if there is waste mixed within that, you're not able to attain success. There is success through that which is accurate, not through that which is wasteful. For wastefulness to be controlled, you definitely need controlling power. The reason for any type of weakness is a lack of controlling power. Why is there weakness? Because you are not able to finish your own sanskars. Although you do understand whether a particular thought is accurate or wasteful, you do not have controlling power. Only when you are in control can you then accommodate other sanskars in place of those wasteful things. Because of lack of controlling power, you are not able to control yourself. Do you know how to be the creator of your own creation? Which creation do you have to create? You are lacking in creating that accurate creation. You create such a creation that you yourselves become distressed by your own creation. What practical proof does the Pandava army now have to give? You have to celebrate the ceremony of the completion of finishing the words of weakness you speak and the acts of weakness you perform. It is not the completion ceremony of the bhakti. It is the completion of all weakness. And so, every thought of yours should be accurate in such a powerful way that each thought shows wonders. Om Shanti.
Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Enthusiasm for service. According to the present time, let your daily timetable and the timetable of the service centers be that of an attitude of unlimited disinterest. At present, the routine of rest has been mixed in. This carelessness becomes the reason for minor physical illnesses. Enthusiasm for service disperses any illness.
अब अपनी श्रेष्ठ मनसा द्वारा सूक्ष्म वृत्तियों से सेवा करो। सेवा का उमंग वर्तमान समय के प्रमाण अभी अपनी सेवा व सेवा स्थानों की दिनचर्या बेहद के वैराग्य वृत्ति की बनाओ। अभी आराम की दिनचर्या मिक्स हो गई है। ये अलबेलापन शरीर की छोटी छोटी बीमारियों के भी बहाने बनाता है। सेवा का उमंग बीमारी कमी मर्ज कर देता है। ओम शांति।